when we talk about black excellence, we're talking about Quincy. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give it up. In 1967, Quincy Jones was the first black composer nominated in the original song category for The Eyes of Love in the film Banning.
Could you not find anyone else? Could you not find anyone else willing to make an appearance at the incredible dump known as the Oscars? You can't tell me that outside of Oprah Winfrey, the whoopee cushion, was the only other star available. Was Jay-Z not willing to honor Quincy Jones, Spike Lee, Michelle Obama? What about the Beehive lady, Beyonce, or as she prefers to call herself, Bae? You mean to tell me the whoopee cushion was the best you could do to honor a legend like Quincy Jones? The lady who is famous for flatulence? Oh my boodle breeze is so uncontrollable, it just slips out and I'm like, whoopee! In a way, I guess it makes sense. That presentation last night from the Oscars, that was a polished turd. So it only makes sense that the flatulating Yenta is there to provide the toxic gas that forms the turd. For years now, there has been this big debate in sports about all-star games. For decades, all-star games, they were big events. They were big deals. It was a chance to see National League versus American League in Major League Baseball. The NFL could feature Troy Aikman versus John Elway in the Pro Bowl. Michael Jordan taking on a young Kobe Bryant in the NBA All-Star Game. But over the last 5, maybe 10 years, all-star games have lost a lot of their mainstream appeal. If I'm not mistaken, the Pro Bowl set record low ratings last month. The Pro Bowl has become so irrelevant, I don't even know what it is anymore. I don't think they play actual football at the Pro Bowl. Maybe it's flag football or two hands touch the butt. Whatever the hell it is, no one cares about it. The NBA sets record low ratings every year during the All-Star Game. Home Run Derby in Major League Baseball, it's just not the event that it used to be. Over time, these once major events, they have become irrelevant. For whatever reason, people are just no longer interested in watching them. Maybe it's just me. But I feel the same way about these award shows. When I was growing up, these award shows, they were a big deal. Me and my friends would get together to watch the VMAs on MTV. I still remember when Eminem made his debut at the VMAs, September 9th, 1999. Reason I remember is because MTV advertised the show as 99.99. Eminem performed My Name Is and he performed Guilty Conscience with Dr. Dre. Now, I don't even like his music, and I remember that classic moment from the VMAs. The Grammys, the Source Awards, the People's Choice Awards, the Emmys, the Oscars, these shows used to be a big deal. But just like all-star games in sports, award shows have lost their appeal. For normal people, the Oscars are no longer appointment television. And after sitting through 3 hours of that painfully boring disaster last night, one thing was abundantly clear. Hollywood is out of ideas to make these shows entertaining. And with that being the case, there's really no point in having them. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Are you struggling with back problems? Do you deal with minor aches, minor pains throughout your day, and you don't want to go to the doctor because all the doctor's going to do is find something else wrong with you? Or even worse, prescribe addictive medication that you just don't want to take? Me personally, I hate going to the doctor. So does my wife, who actually deals with back pain, which is why she started using CBD lotion and oil from Sugar Mountain Trading. Now, this is not THC. This is not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils, they are designed for rapid pain relief. Like I said, my wife deals with nagging back pain from time to time. We have tried over-the-counter stuff. We have tried the chiropractor. None of it ever seems to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, her pain was gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. She keeps a bottle in her purse at all times. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender to cherry almond. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Like most married men in America, my wife made me watch the Oscars last night. And like most women in America, my wife had absolutely no interest in the unknown actors and actresses in the movies that no one's ever heard of. She likes to watch the Oscars for the fashion. Ooh, look at that dress that some unfamous lady is wearing. I wonder what movie she starred in that went straight to DVD. When Whoopi Goldberg made her appearance with Oprah, my wife, she was perplexed. She was wondering why her dress seemed to be floating. She was wondering where the air was coming from behind her dress. I had to explain to her that that was not air. It was a mixture of toxic methane and nitrogen, or as we call it here on the channel, boodle breeze. As the whoopee cushion walked on stage, that damn dress, it looked like a rainbow flag in the wind. Just to be clear, there was nothing inherently wrong with the Oscars last night. Politics were barely mentioned. There was no dedication to woke wiener. The unknowns in the audience, they weren't provided with complimentary pride flags. Compared to the last few years, the 2025 Oscars, it was tame. But just because there was nothing wrong with it doesn't mean it was right. It was 3 hours of the most painfully boring television that I have watched all year. The show opened with Ariana Grande singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I mean, she was fine, but she's damn sure no Judy Garland. At one point, she shifted to some other song and some bald lady joined her on stage. Whoever the bald lady was, she can sing her ass off. She gave one hell of a performance. I thought it was the highlight of the night. Oscars were hosted by Conan O'Brien, which I thought was an excellent choice. Seems like the only people willing to host these award shows lately are Jim Kimmel and Travis Noah. Hell, it's the only gainful employment that Travis can get, since quitting The Daily Show of failure on Comedy Central a couple of years ago to pursue further interest. Travis has been unemployed. The only interest he has received is from dudes subscribed to his Lonely Man's account. So, it was a nice change to see someone other than Jim Kimmel or Travis Noah hosting one of these award shows. And look. I thought Conan O'Brien was a good host. I've always liked Conan. I grew up watching him on NBC in the 90s and 2000s, but even the greatness of Conan O'Brien could not save this dump. During his monologue, Adam Sandler made a cameo appearance. Well, I don't know what the hell it was. It was so cheesy, I'm not even going to waste your time by showing you the clip. The bulk of the show, it consisted of handing out the 23 awards that were given. And this is where the Oscars went from bad to worse. For 3 hours last night, I watched unknown people give acceptance speeches for movies that I've never heard of. The people presenting the awards, they were far more famous than the people receiving them. At one point, I thought I was watching a special on missing persons. I'd see these unknown people walk on stage, then I'd see their families crying in the audience. The biggest winner of the night was something called Anora, some low-budget independent film that grossed $41 million at the box office. Good thing the film was independent, because if it wasn't, they would have lost millions of dollars. Film is about an exotic dancer who marries a Russian oligarch. When I saw that it was about a dancer, I figured the movie starred the dancing queen, Jackie Mahomes. I guess Jackie was too busy dancing at Club Shay Shay to accept the role, so the part was given to Mikey Madison, who I initially thought was another dude. Didn't take me very long to figure out that Mikey was actually a woman. The cast of Anora is literally a who's who of Hollywood. Mark Edelstein, Yuri Borisov, Karen Karuglian. And who? Who in the hell are these people? And that is the biggest problem with the Oscars. That's the biggest problem with the Grammys, the VMAs, all these award shows. They no longer feature A-list celebrities because they no longer exist. They no longer feature mainstream performers because they no longer exist. The biggest winner at the Oscars grossed $41 million at the box office. There are major films with budgets twice that amount, 3 times that amount. Think about it. When is the last time you went to a theater to actually watch a movie? When is the last time you have seen a movie that was heavily marketed and advertised? In the past, you couldn't watch TV without being bombarded with upcoming movies. I can't tell you the last time I've seen an ad for a film. Entertainment has become a niche industry. Whether it's movies, TV shows, music, YouTube, and podcasting, it's all become very, very niche. When is the last time you have seen a mainstream artist break through in music? When is the last time you've seen a mob of teenage girls fainting at the sight of a boy band or a solo artist? What was the last hit show on television? Every once in a while, I'll see Netflix claiming that a show reached 50, 60 million viewers, but it just doesn't have the same impact. The cast of Friends are bigger stars than anyone who won Oscars last night, and that damn show was canceled over 20 years ago. By the time you get to these award shows, there's really no reason for people to watch, because the vast majority of people have no idea who in the hell these people are. 10 years ago, the Oscars drew 35 million viewers. Last 4 years, they have averaged just over 16 million. The decline of cable has led to the decline of these award shows because entertainment, it's no longer available in one place. The entire country is no longer watching Fox, CBS, MTV, or going to the movie theater. Some people are watching Netflix, others are watching Hulu or Disney Plus, some are watching YouTube. The industry has been split apart, and it's made it incredibly difficult for people to become mainstream stars. But give me your thoughts on this. Did any of you guys watch the Oscars last night? I thought it was a waste of time. Painfully boring. Are we reaching a point where these award shows are just no longer relevant? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.